You are live.
You are live.
That's what he said over there.
We are live.
What's going on, family? Hope everybody's having a good week so far. If you happen to be brand new around here, welcome. And if you're returning, thank you for coming back. So just waiting for notification. Just make sure that we're live. Yep, I'm live in YouTube. Okay. Hey, Mary, how are you?
Mary.
What's going on, everybody? If you joining us for the first time, this is half of Cool Case Adventure, your Central Florida family, dedicated for mostly visiting Disney and Universal. And you're watching something that we call Disney and Universal Real Talk. This is where we go over the news and we pretty much go ahead and basically release some information. Sometimes we share our thoughts. So, anyway, oh my God, it's so hot today.
It's hot. It's it's gross outside.
It is. It's to the point that I cannot even feel the AC over here.
No, I was sweating while
So
cooking dinner.
yeah, and
And everything's like the AC's on, the
AC's
fans are on. Like
yeah, and we cannot get it down. It's just like that much hot today. I don't know. We may have to call the AC tech to check on the freon, just in case it's missing some. You know what I
I
mean? But
just think it's hot.
it is hot. I mean, it's currently 91 degrees outside.
But we're blessed because I know a coworker of mine, he lost power and his wife was at home. Like,
Oh heck no.
yeah. And she's pregnant. She's almost due. I think she's
No.
due tomorrow.
Somebody actually put in my comment something that I posted today. The AC broke.
Well, yeah, and if your power goes out, they're
Right.
like,
No, bro. At that point, I'm just going to the car and we're sleeping in the car. I'd rather pay for gas than you know what I mean.
right?
There is no way. I mean, it's been I have and I've been on the street all day long today.
It's
It's
disgusting.
been
I've been
miserable.
I've been in and out of the office, so
Mary said when it's that hot, you don't want to even turn on the.
I didn't want to
oven
cook
fan.
anything.
No,
I didn't want to cook.
it is. I don't know, and I was even having problem breathing
Outside?
outside.
No, yeah, it was bad.
I mean,
Like even at 5 o'clock in the morning when I took the dogs out, the sun's not out. Nowhere being out, and it was horribly hot and muggy, and like as soon as you open the sliding door, it hit you. Like
at 6
it's
o'clock
horrible.
in the morning, we were already at 89 degrees.
Yeah, it was.
6 o'clock in the freaking morning.
I don't know what was the highest today because yesterday the car was reading 104. Like the car at least was reading 106.
When I posted something at 2, it was already at 112.
Yeah.
And later on, I think it was at 3:30. Was already reading at 114.
Yeah, it's insane.
It is.
It's hot.
Yeah.
It's been hotter. Like this year's hotter than previous years, I think.
Right. Anyway, guys, not that you care much about the weather here in Florida.
Well, we're Florida related, so yeah.
So while we share more content with you, make sure you smash that like button and also consider subscribing. You're brand new over here. Aloha Jack Stevens said, I'm only heading to one park tomorrow because of the heat. Maybe 2 parks. You're my hero. You're still
no
my
parks.
hero. You're still my hero. But yeah,
it's hot. It's too hot for that.
Brother, just make sure you drink
stay
a lot
hydrated,
of water, please. Please. We need you for HHN. All right? So take care of yourself because I'm counting on you. Selfishly counting on you.
We need you to eat the brains. I mean, help us out with all the food.
Well, I tell you what, I was gonna hold this for you later, but they are gonna have a Chucky popcorn bucket, and inside Chucky is gonna be some hot Cheetos. That's what they're saying. So
that's for color,
that's what I found out, through my sources. So
speaking of
there you go. I was gonna just leave it for later, but anyway. Let's start off really quick over here. And it's been 3 weeks, people. 3 weeks, and finally my voice is returning.
And it's still kind of scratchy.
You're right. But finally.
So don't push yourself. Like.
Yeah, I don't wanna.
I was gonna say that sounds like hello and Aloha Jacks.
Yeah. Steven said, I'll be there because they're hot Cheetos. Mary
That'd be a
said
hard
it's
pass for
gotta
me.
be better than Angry Bird meat. It gotta be
I
better.
would hope so.
Well,
Yeah.
wasn't I'm assuming didn't the Angry Bird meat or whatever the hot Cheetos?
Yeah. Well, that's what
I
she's
hope for
saying.
yeah right, but I hope that they're not stale.
Right. It was just disgusting.
I don't know. Anyway, Steven, if I decide to buy that, it's gonna be for you and Kalel
Yeah, pretty much.
for sure.
Definitely
You
not me.
you will be in our video giving your your feedback.
You're amazing. These are amazing.
Oh my god. Anyway, let's talk about some Epic Universe. First of all, I just want to share only Super Nintendo, and 'cause these are like the best pictures that I've seen so far this week. This is an aerial overview of Harry Potter related land in Epic Universe 5th Street intersecting in Paris. Large show building at the right contains theater attraction and
So
also
that's
likely is a ministry of magic. So
so
there
that's
you
Harry
have
Potter, not.
it. Right. And then we're gonna talk about some
Uh,
Super Nintendo World. So there you have it. We already seen the front facade, kind of like Italy looking, right? And now they're giving us more of a view. So that's what he mean by the right hand side is gonna be a theater.
more like Paris, not Italy.
All right, thank you. So anyway, that there you have a little bit of update. Then moving right along. This is a follower pointing out the aerial peak at the maintenance carriage for Donkey Kong roller coaster cars.
Oh, that's cool.
Arrow at the side track will be used initially to load cars, then likely for transfer to a separate location for regular refurbishment, worker and normal doors at scale. So there you have it, guys. This is like kind of like the behind the scenes look. So shout out to Bio Reconstructor as we use this information from him. Remember, this is all speculation. Nothing has been confirmed by Universal Studio, but we can tell. With that said, this is the Donkey Kong roller coaster construction. So there you have it right over here. Remember, up to one point, we were seeing the rail. Remember that? But now look at this going vertical. So
That's pretty cool.
That's right.
I like the color. Like obviously, they make the colors of the roller coasters fit the theme, so that's kind of cool.
That's kind of dope, and I'm digging it. Then moving right along. This is an overview of the outdoor portions of the Donkey Kong roller coaster in Super Nintendo World. So here's the outdoor. So I remember when a few weeks, maybe a month ago, we were looking at this rail. Remember?
Right.
So now we got more of a better look. So like, I think they even Bio Reconstruct slowed down sharing picture because it became kind of like more repetitive.
Right.
So I think now he's just spacing himself out so we can see the big changes, and that's why I
Well, and
haven't.
that's a lot of it's showing. Then it's like,
Yeah.
hey, they added one. You know what I mean? Like,
Yeah, they added one more column, one
Yeah,
more
yeah.
wall, Or let's say you're into construction, or tend to geek out like I do, then it's just not gonna be valuable for you. So Jeremy saying, take my money now for Epic Universal. You're not the only one, my friend.
Yeah.
You're not the only one. Now, if you're looking for more information, I highly suggest to watch Alicia from Orlando Park Stop. She's probably one of the few, if not like within the only three people that are posting updates about the construction. She's also explaining the history and the speculation. Very good videos. Definitely recommend you guys to do that. Now let's talk about some Halloween Horror Nights. Now we're going to Hollywood. Today, Hollywood came swinging hard. Okay?
Not with that.
Right. It didn't get me excited about this
No.
thing. I don't like anything about bugs, but they announced Terror Tram is coming. Now, for you guys, some of you may not go to Hollywood, but you don't care. But if you watch our channel, we will be in Hollywood, so you will get to see a lot of this through
That
our
beautifulness.
video. So the Terror Tram is what we visited last year. That was full of clowns And then after that, we went to Jupiter Claim, and that's when they had the Nope and the Us,
And that was cool.
excuse me, merge. They haven't confirmed what's happening, but there's something being built over Jupiter Claim. There are rumors that they may redo that or they bring something into there. So anyway,
I hope it's
now,
not all bug related because that's kind of like
but with an actual video, which this is probably the only video that is not Halloween Horror Night, I don't know, IP or like house related for Orlando. So this is what it looks like. Here goes the sign
the
again.
sign that we're using, no? Like that they're using over here.
Yeah, they don't go along.
Yes. Yes to all that. That's so gross.
I guess worse.
I know. I saw it.
Oh, you saw that?
Somebody hooked me up with the video. There's no sound.
There's no sound.
I think anytime you do that, there's no sound on the other side.
Yeah.
But if you guys haven't seen it, like, try to see it. It's disgusting. It's gross.
I'm not so into.
Thank you, Mary.
I'm not so into the whole
I'm not. I don't like the bug
bug
thing.
thing. It is called exterminators. Something like that. Exterminators.
Urz.
There's it has nothing to do with the haunted house that we had last year, Bugs Alive or
Yeah, no.
whatever crap it was. A lot of
I
people
just-
like that house. I could care less about that house. I found it kind of like stupid. To each their own. I respect you. You liked it. I'm not. I'm not crazy about it. But this may surprise us.
Nah.
You just never know.
Nah.
And the other thing that they dropped, Karen Evil, Dead
Evil-
Rise
Oh wow.
is coming. A house that it was speculated last year tremendously, and they ended up not doing it and changing their plans. Then went ahead and do it. So
That's pretty cool though.
yeah,
That's a solid lineup
Yeah.
for Hollywood.
so
Except the Terratron Day.
and the Terratron was a big boo boo because since last night they went ahead and posted it. They hadn't made the announcement at that point. You know what I mean? So they came back, pretty strong.
Never go alone.
Yeah. So let me see.
We should
if
make
I
sure this
have-
is always go alone.
Yeah. I just want to make sure. So okay, the other thing that they released, let me double check on my, because I even took pictures. Holiday from Hells is the other one. They came out.
For Hollywood.
Yeah, so Holidays from Hells is basically returning. For what I could understand from other people, it is returning. They had that house before, and I'll show you guys in a second. Hold on.
That's kind of cool. Though.
Huh?
That's kind of a cool. They should have done that on the Terratron.
So yeah, it's a return house, and actually, at one point, this was speculated to come here, and at one point, it was not even gonna be a haunted house that we're speculating it would be the scare zone. So there you have it. It's gonna be Holiday in Hell. I'm sorry, Holiday in Hell. Holidays in Hell.
Stop with the Z's.
So that's something else to look forward to. They haven't announced basically the other two scare zone nor the show, so we're still kind of pending.
But is that a house or?
Yeah, that's another
Okay.
house. So right now they all caught up in houses. So pretty much what they have basically is, I don't know why they haven't updated that website, but pretty much what they have is all this Evil Dead Rise, Stranger Things, you know,
How many they're supposed to have?
eight,
Eight.
1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6.
There's two missing.
Holiday. I forgot the other one, but yeah, they so pretty much that's
That's a
it.
solid lineup, though.
The other one that is missing is the Monstrous.
Oh,
yeah.
the tales of the
Yeah, from Mexico,
the folklore,
Venezuela, and all that. The Lechuza.
Yeah. What are they called?
Huh?
What are they called?
I think I have it here.
Oh.
But anyway, so they're, I don't know why they haven't updated their website. That's kind of stupid unless they have come over here and they're right here.
Maybe they just put the main ones there.
Yep, there it is.
Yeah. So they just put the main ones.
So they're the houses over there. You're gonna have Stranger Things, The Exorcist, The Last of Us, Chucky, just like us. Monster Unmasked, and then they released the Evil Dead
That's creepy right there.
So I came home, and the first thing I did is like I called Kyle over, and I told Kyla to pause whatever she was watching, and I'm going to tell you the same thing from everybody. For the first time in the history of Cool Case Adventures, at this moment, Kyle knows more about houses than you and Kyla. At this moment, why am I saying that? Because
it's his time to shine this year.
Khalil actually watched part of the Stranger Things.
So did I.
Okay.
Yeah.
Khalil played The Last of Us.
Right.
So you don't
I saw like 2 seconds of it.
Kyla knows about Chucky. Khalil watched the majority of this movie with me.
Oh, that's the one that you guys watched?
Right, because none of you can care less about watching that movie. And that movie was so this movie has a.
Is that the Nun movie?
No, not the Nun. This movie has a combination of a little bit of comedy. It's kind of weird and out there, and at the same time, it gets kind of freaky, being since that she's possessed.
Right.
Clearly. So now you and Kyla have a lot of homework to do.
I like to be surprised.
Then no, because then you're not going to understand it.
I understand it. It's a house.
This was actually announced on Midsummer Scream, but they actually released it today officially. So Monstruos. So that's monster in Spanish. Monstruos, the monster of Latin America. Then Holidays in Hell. So there you have it. That's your 8 houses officially announced. We do not have any scare zone announced as of now. The Terror Tram was announced.
That's like a letdown for me, actually.
Why?
Because I was looking I love the Terror Tram, so it being books related is kind of like.
I do too. So you see, the scare zones have not been announced, and the show has not been announced. Mary said, "I'm curious to see what Kelo thinks about The Last of Us house since that we both have played the game." Yeah, you're gonna hear from him. So what I'm gonna do though, I'm gonna just basically and this is what I recommend everybody to do. I'm gonna go on YouTube and I'm gonna just research a kind of like a playthrough for The Last of Us. That way, possibly Karen and Kyla can watch a little bit and somewhat understanding, because there's a lot of details coming on those houses, and we're gonna see some of it in the booth, because that way it makes sense. That's like you saying, well, I will understand Stranger Things by walking through the house, but you're not gonna understand the details, or you're not gonna appreciate the details, in other words. So moving right along, yesterday they came out with what I feel is a kind of like a dope kind of like merch. They came up with the Hello Kitty Chucky. So
that is cool.
So you have this kind of jean kind of looking spirit jersey over there, the teacher, and of course they had to put Chucky. It's like his overalls. Some of his merch over there. So this is $80, and it honestly look dope. I will not hate like if Kyla wants to wear or anybody wants to wear. That looks pretty dope.
When is she gonna wear that? We're at 116 degrees.
Look, Hello Kitty Chucky. Well, your kids are kind of weird. They wear a long
No.
sleeve shirt. Wasn't Kyla wearing a sweater the other day in Disney Spring?
But that day the temperature went down.
Oh, didn't go
But
down.
it wasn't 116
It's not 100
degrees.
some degrees, baby, but when it rains over here, all that mugginess
No,
and humidity
that day
comes
it cooled.
out.
It wasn't hot.
Nah,
Even the rain wasn't like muggy and disgusting.
nah,
It
nah,
wasn't cold, but it wasn't hot. It was totally different than today.
no. Because I remember at the end, Kyla was complaining about her hair poofing off.
What that?
Nah, there's no cooling off in here in Florida
It wasn't hot.
in this summer. Mary said she will wear it when she goes back to
Yeah.
Tennessee.
Next year,
Probably,
yeah.
probably. Kyla likes this kind of like horror, you know. And Calao Soto's Calao, they wear their HHN shirts all the time.
So do I.
So she wants you for a best friend. I think this is like a kind of like a
That's cute.
thing,
That's cool how they did that.
right?
That's cool how they tied the Hello Kitty into it. You know what I mean? Like, I'm
So
surprised they got the rights to
for
it. Though.
$33, you could get yourself this t-shirt, which is not bad looking either. I mean, obviously, I'm not the white kind of t-shirt guy,
White's in, bro.
but I guess that's that. But shout out to Universal for coming swinging with this merch, man. I could see a lot of people buying this.
Yeah.
Then moving right along, let's talk about some of the food booths. I said it over and over in the videos. I said it in the last video. I said it last week on this live stream. You will start seeing booth installed this week, and I go as far as telling you the booth may be finalized by tomorrow, the latest Friday morning, and you may see the actual menu posted as well. I've been saying it. To the point I keep telling Karen, I hope Universal doesn't discover us. I'm gonna be in trouble. Cecilia,
Cecilia.
how are you? One of our YouTube members. Welcome, welcome. Can't wait for the damn food to be announced.
Yeah.
Anyway, so the red one is a replica Surfer Boy pizza from Stranger Things 4. So that's how it looks like.
So I'm assuming they're gonna have pizza in there.
They will have. So they said they're gonna have the pineapple pizza. That's what I heard. I don't know about the burger. The burger was still in the tasting
Phases.
phases. So remember what I said. I heard about the burger. I heard it was tasting. I mean, they were testing it. So anything can change, but
Right.
definitely. And then if you guys don't know, I sent this to the family yesterday. To our group chat just because I love bugging them once in a while to testing their knowledge.
I love you. Steven said, rub dropping tomorrow. So excited for food this year.
Yeah, Steven, you should see tomorrow more of the booth being installed. Also, I'm gonna record it in our video on Saturday when we go again. Steven, go by the animal show, that theater. They are not gonna place booths in that kids zone, obviously because of construction. But do you know where you usually sign up for Mardi Gras and they have you sit down on the table? And
By the
sometimes they use
mistress.
that space for Mardi Gras. Those are gonna be booths.
Oh,
FYI, yes, those are
you're gonna
gonna be
hide those.
booths. So you're gonna see booths over there. Also, you're gonna see you could probably see more stages drop on Hollywood as well tomorrow, as um Park Central Park is almost completed. I can tell you that, and they're gonna have a couple more things in San Francisco. Also, walk by where it's gonna be the Peacock Bar in San Francisco, Steven. They're also gonna complete that tomorrow. See, if there's not out by tomorrow, by Saturday, we could start seeing some of the bars already being placed. So one of the things that I want to show you guys, I'm gonna stop the screen really quick, and I'm gonna show you this um, in case you're not familiarized with Stranger Things. This is what I'm talking about. This is Surfer Boy Pizza. So that's basically what is showcasing in that booth. And there was some, I think it was a pineapple pizza showcasing the show.
I
There,
can eat that.
therefore, they went ahead and I think that that's gonna be in the menu. Just FYI for anybody who's wondering.
I
Um,
think we need to taste test it. Make sure it's good.
we're gonna taste a lot, and not for $160. For like for
No,
$160, we could taste it a bunch of food for the entire family.
correct.
So
That's why I said we're not doing that.
um, definitely, thank you. And if you guys see me posting tomorrow, and I know Steven is very humble, he doesn't care, he doesn't even want me to, but a lot. If you see me posting pictures from Universal,
Steven.
most likely Steven sending me pictures and videos, and I want to give credit where credit is due. But I know that he's my boy, and he's like, you don't have to give me credit, Carlos. It's all good. Nah, nah. But I don't want to take away from his effort because it's not easy, especially in this
Well,
freaking
you guys should
heat.
know by now.
This
His
freaking
pictures are
heat.
nowhere near our pictures.
No, Steven is
He
an
takes
artist.
beautiful pictures. So
Gluten free. Good evening. How's it
hello,
going?
how's it going?
So there you have it. That's the Stranger Things booth. Then after that, we're gonna look at the Yeti. What is gonna be the Yeti inspired? The Campground Kills Haunted House. There you have it. You have the scratch over here, as you
It's
can
kind of weird
see.
how they put those two together.
And the menu board is actually here. Um,
Like it doesn't make sense that they put those two next to each other.
it's very interesting. This was all over yesterday. We noticed something strange in the Boris Schuster window about the New York Street. So they're talking about this thing in here.
How do people notice that?
So you gotta watch for details, man. Once you walk those park,
But
some
isn't that
malls,
high or?
yeah, it is pretty high. It's pretty
But
high. But
you
you look,
have to look for like you
yeah,
have
you
to be
have
like
to.
looking for
But
like every single
remember,
window. Like
anything that is horror nights, you gotta look up. And I'm still saying, if you're watching our video, don't be surprised that through those alleys back here, where after the
where Chomper is,
right or after the
Blue Man
blooming
Group,
group,
and the Acapella Group.
those alley where they had that food booth last year.
They're gonna do
Don't be
something.
surprised if something's coming from there. Those lights are not in there for no reason. And
And
I
if they would have had a stand, they would have brought it
right, and I
already.
started to see kind of like more cables going across the building. It could be an extension of the VAM 69 scare zone, or it could be something else. I said it in the last video. Well, Karen said it. Perhaps that's where Megan is gonna be
Yeah,
because
something's gonna be there.
it's freaky. It gives people enough space, to take pictures or whatever. But anyway, moving right along. This came out today, Karen, and now Mary's gonna understand. She saw all this
Oh yeah, I was
already.
gonna say Mary saw all
She's
that
gonna
already.
understand every single aspect of this booth, and that's what I mean. You need to watch um, either,
See, I was gonna make that.
but you gotta watch either The Last of Us in HBO or Max because it follows it very closely, just like the video games, or the video games have more of the details. So the whole house is based on the video game, and everything's gonna be based on Pittsburgh. Now, um, this is basically what it was shown today. Let me see if they show more details, and I'll get back to that whole Dr. Fellow crap over here.
Crap.
Yeah, you know how I am. But anyway, Mary, one thing that you probably got, and forgive me because I'm wrong. I'm bad with this, and Caleb knows what I'm talking about. But you know how bad I am sometimes explaining things. So one of the things that I heard that they're gonna bring for this menu, you remember the part of the show Backlash or the game where people are eating some kind of stew or some kind of soup or whatever they were eating, they had human parts. That's what they're gonna be mimicking in this booth. One of the menu items is gonna be mimicking that part for food from the game. So that's what I heard. Because obviously they had to just trigger something kind of nasty.
That's gross.
And you know how they did it last
And it's
year.
hot
So
for soup or whatever, stew or whatever. Like,
according to my sources, that's what they were shooting for. It's whatever of exactly the raiders near the end are the cannibals. For yes, so whatever they were eating, that's what they're gonna be mimicking over here. And of course, they're gonna have anything dealing with fungus or mushroom, and this is where the burger also is resonating, where they're saying, you know what, we're not gonna have a burger in Stranger Things. We're gonna have a mushroom or a fungus burger in The Last of Us.
what?
That's what I heard.
I can see that booth being more like a vegetarian vegan kind of booth because of mushroom, because of the storyline.
Yeah.
Except the body part stew. That might not fall on the vegan.
Yeah. Mary said that's David's whole Raiders group. They could also throw something deer in because of the deer component that introduces Ellie to David. Yep. So again, you definitely have to watch because see, it's like watching Stranger Things.
Seems like I'm not gonna like anything from that booth.
The Last of Us. I'm mad at myself. Well, I'm mad at myself, but I'm not mad at myself. I don't no longer have the time to play video games. But I wish I would have played The Last of Us when it first came out because it looked like a very solid video game. I could tell you, I mean, even when we were like streaming, there were times that we were hearing Kalel screaming.
Yeah, Kalel liked it, and he was like,
and he played it by himself.
Yeah,
and he beat it, like within days, on his own pace, typical Kalel. But it is a really good show. This has been one of my favorite shows maybe in this league this year. It is a solid show, and according to fans, including Mary, said the show follows the video game almost to perfection, but the house is gonna have the details because it's based on the PlayStation
on the game.
They showed it in half. Michila, another member, say hello, family.
How are you?
Kalel is gonna be my boy.
Oh yeah.
Oh yeah.
Oh yeah.
Oh yeah. He's already excited.
Because I think now that he knows shows more and stuff like that, he's gonna be more looking instead of like hiding more. Plus, he's getting older too. So
anyway, I'll be showing you guys more of these details in the next video. But obviously, this thing came up today, which I've been saying it, where they pushed the scare zone from here up to here to the front, and I said it in the last video. It's gonna cover part of Hollywood because they want to not touch Minionland. So apparently, this is part of Dr. Oddfellow's oddities or whatever, odd collection. So there you have it. Rumor has it Dr. Oddfellow could be there. Jack the Clown could be in there.
Well, I think they're gonna use that for various things, like to rotate them. You know what I mean? Like, so you're probably gonna see him, you're probably gonna see Jack, and then you're gonna see his weird, people that are.
So he's gonna do some kind of acting now.
Ooh.
I'm gonna be explaining a little bit of the story of Dr. Oddfellow in our next video, so that way people understand. But just basically understand Dr. Oddfellow is the creator. Forget about Jack.
Ooh, I can't wait to see that.
Forget about the Jack the Clown. Jack was created because Dr. Oddfellow. The reason why Jack is immortal is because of Dr. Oddfellow. That's the reason why every single scare zone connects with each other, because it deals with some kind of immortality story. And also, on a way, the Dr. Oddfellows send his creature out to collect humans so he can steal human soul. And I will be going over this in every single scare zone in the next video. Plus, I'm gonna be sharing all these construction updates because there's more to come. Um, so it's gonna be a jam-packed video full of information. You guys know I'm a geek when it comes to do research and showing you details. Moving right along, that made me think, how busy is Halloween Horror Nights getting? I want to say, and there's a lot of mixed views out there. In my humble opinion, and granted, I've been doing Halloween Horror Nights since 1999. Since 1999, I probably missed 1 year, and that was on 2005 or six. Six. I missed 2006, and that was because I was pissed off at Universal Studios.
The fact that you can remember that much.
Yes. Out of since 1999, I have only missed 2006, and I said and repeated because I was pissed off at Universal Studios.
So you boycotted it.
I boycotted it.
Okay. That worked out well for you.
Yeah, I boycotted it because they play me dirty. So, but once you're a fan, you're a fan. What can I tell you? Anyway, this is
You told
probably
them.
this is probably one of the most solid lineups or most well balanced HHN that I ever seen in my history of doing HHN. There's not too many APs. There's not too many original.
Right.
The creative team have gone like above and beyond. The lighting, the sound, and this is
I
me.
think this is gonna be a good year.
Right, this is me
Yeah.
just using my knowledge on lighting and sound. This is not me even listening or watching, but I can see where they're going with all these effects. This is by far gonna be, if not the best, it's gonna be probably in the top three
Years.
most solid HHN in the history. So that led me to think, okay, how's everything selling?
Right.
How they're doing, right?
How they doing?
So up to like yesterday, 2 days ago, the Taste of Terror dining was available for 6 o'clock on the 10th and the 11th. So as you can see, it has become sold out. Still available for the 12th. Again, everything starts at 6 o'clock. It's a 2 hours experience. So you can see how little by little it's selling out. People are kind of caving in, and maybe a lot of content creators.
Probably.
I'm assuming. The other thing that
We should make a video, or at least on our video, say how much it is, how much food like would cost us buying them separately
Right.
to get to the 100 and.
So you're stealing my idea.
Oh my bad.
You're saying it in public,
I'm so sorry.
and we know how people steal ideas.
Oh well.
But anyway,
You guys heard it from us first.
Karen, the other part that I was like, because when I want something, I keep insisting.
Yes.
The other part that I made me desist of this idea, it is a sample. In my head, you can never get the true experience from one sample.
I think it's ridiculous that people are paying $165 for that.
What's
for
that?
food.
It's $160. If you're a AP, you get 15% off. So it goes down to like 144.
Oh, okay.
After taxes.
Oh, it's worth
But
it
what
now.
I'm trying to say, when you buy a whole entire meal, it's different.
Right.
You could get that flavor profile. Buying just a sample, because that happened to us multiple times. When we buy food and we split it on four, sometimes I'm like, I need more.
Right.
Because that I couldn't get.
Right.
Right?
I couldn't taste it. Like,
right. Or I just got a little piece of this, I need
Right.
more of that, right? So I was like, nah. All right, but as you can see, it's still selling. I had the feeling that by the time they makes it down here, this form is still available, and I don't know. We'll see. We'll keep an eye on it.
well, it seems like quite a bit of people like to see that. So I'm curious about how many people will pay for the dining.
Yeah,
It seems like the first 2 days are already
they're already sold out.
pretty good. Yeah.
The first 2 days are sold out.
I wonder how many people they sit per session. You know what I mean?
Right. Anyway, here's the Express Pass. As of now, it is still available in September. In October, still available, and obviously in November, still available. The reason why I'm showing the express pass is because in Hollywood, it's already sold out for the opening weekend, Thursday, Friday, Saturday, and Sunday. And it's also sold out the following Saturday and the following, like the first three Saturday. It is ridiculous. So I was talking to my friend Mando, Five Fire, called me the other day, right?
Right.
And I asked him, I said, Mando, has this ever happened in Hollywood? He said, never. Never in the history of Halloween Horror Night, Hollywood, we have
So
been
sad.
sold out up front from for Express.
Express.
He's like, this is ridiculous.
Well, I think that's what happened. We sat on it because we're like, oh, they're not gonna sell out. Like,
Right.
and then we're like, oh crap, they sold out.
So he's like, I don't judge you if you made that mistake of, you know,
Waiting.
waiting. Because I said sometimes I'm very a procrastinator, and he's like, yeah, I'm the same way. That's what he told me. So he goes like, nobody was expecting those to be sold out,
Yeah.
and then he's
So I wonder, do they make less, or do you think they just people
no,
are
it's
like
just
so
gonna be
excited because of the
crazy.
lineups?
Not only the lineup, it's like Mando said, Super Nintendo World has changed the path of Universal Hollywood.
Yeah.
He took Mando the other day to eat on Toast 2 Cafe. The whole experience, by the time that he sat down and ate his meal, it was over 2 hours.
Whew.
He's like, it is insane. That video that he posted on Monday, no, that I watched on yesterday, right? That's when I talked to Mando. Was it yesterday or Monday?
I think it was Monday.
So he posted, so he went
It was
to,
Monday.
all right, so he went to Hollywood, recorded a video, and posted it that day for a Monday. The VIP tour for the regular day at a $500 price tag, sold out.
How are people affording all this stuff?
Sold out. And he's like, Carlos, I have never seen that in the history of Universal Hollywood on a Monday.
How are people?
So you bet your bottom dollar right now that you are going to see a lot of those days for Universal Hollywood sold out.
Right.
Plus those expresses passes sold out. Plus the unlimited. That's the one that we ended up getting.
We won't make this mistake.
Yeah, those are going to get sold out.
Right.
Because the next thing that are getting sold out, Karen, are the RIP
Are
tours,
they RIP?
in which I'm going to show you soon on here in Orlando. That's what made me compare it, because it's a very, very solid lineup. People are going nuts for this Halloween Horror Night, rightfully so. And I'm telling you, it's going to be going down in the history book as one of the best ones.
I think it's gonna be, and I love the fact that they tagged all the scare zones. You know what I mean? Like they connected them.
So, moral of the story: even though they're still available, do not wait.
Don't keep waiting.
And people, at least in Hollywood, you could clearly see they don't want to wait.
And we wait again. We messed up on that one too. We waited 2 rounds before we.
And Cecilia said, "Wow, the prices are going way up." Yes, they are. The closer we get to the day, the more they increase. They're being increasing by $10.
So nobody feels it.
So
there's more though. Like at that point, I guess you know what I mean.
Let's talk about the RIP tour. So the RIP tour, we never done it, but in case you were wondering, is like a VIP tour.
Right.
They just call it the RIP tour for Halloween Horror Night, right? So you go on a group of, I think, up to 8 or 12 people, something like that, and at that point is random people, right? And you select the time that you want to go, right? And basically you don't have to wait. It actually has less wait time than,
as it should,
right, than the regular express.
Right.
Also, they actually I think they give you dinner.
There's more stuff. Yeah, there's more stuff.
Get water and stuff like that, right? But basically you don't use the same entrance as everybody else. They walk you by the line, and they have like a side entrance in each of the mazes just for RIP tour. So you got your own special
entrance.
So that's what I mean. If you look at Hollywood start on the 7th, and they're already starting to sell out.
That's
RIP
insane.
tour.
It's everything
Right.
in California is selling out.
But hey, don't go that far because Halloween Horror Nights actually start for us on the
The first.
first. So the first is sold out, the second is sold out. They still have the availability for the third, but that's probably going to be sold out soon. As you can see, they have Wednesday available. The 7 is sold out. And then look at everything else sold out. That is freaking
Wow.
insane. Look at this. So everything else, RIP tour. I mean, we're talking about
Wow.
300 at least, starting at $380 per person. At that point,
That's insane.
look at October,
That's
almost sold out.
insane.
Halloween Halloween night sold out. Guys, this is gonna be an insane year.
But that also tells you it's gonna be a busy year.
I'm gonna tell you, be ready for a whole bunch of live stream because there ain't no way I'm gonna be making those lines.
Yeah.
All the time.
Oh yeah.
We're gonna hang out outside. We're gonna start watching people getting scared. We could be laughing at them. We could be, we're gonna get to know those characters very well. They're gonna know us and Steven. Because Aloha Jax will be there taking 20,000 picture, rightfully so.
Right.
He's like the man. He has an art for that, right?
Yeah.
And a good eye, right? And I tell you what, and I know I'm sidetracking, but how many people we see in Halloween Horror Night just like Steven?
Oh, there's a lot of people that just go just to take pictures.
Oh my God! You want to see fancy lenses and fancy cameras?
Yeah, you see, like the bit, like the people come out to take pictures of the character.
Halloween Horror Night is the place to be if you are a camera aficionado.
Yeah, a photographer.
A photographer, and you like you want to geek out. That's where people go, and the amount of photographer, and it gets to the point that these characters like it. Why wouldn't they?
Right.
It's like getting a portfolio picture for free.
And some of these pictures are amazing.
Right. And if you're like Steven, who's selfless, who does this for fun, he goes and posted them in the groups.
Yeah.
And a lot of those entertainers are there, and I'm assuming some of them he may have like their Instagram and all that, and he tags them and all that. That's free picture for them,
right?
So for a portfolio for them, that has to be. But
glorious.
Good Lord, I think I'm gonna be next to Steven, live streaming while he's taking picture.
Right.
Because of this crowd is gonna be.
This crowd's gonna be insane.
So Mary's saying there are some express passes in October that are already 200.
Yeah, I was looking at it, but you went too fast. So.
Then Cecilia says, so I'm glad I got mine early. Yeah, so we all have to learn from Cecilia, who got hers in January, whenever they went on sale.
Yeah.
I mean, that they dropped, Cecilia went and got them. That was the smartest move. I'm sure she's saving somewhere between $30 to $50 per ticket at this point.
As of right now. And more coming up.
Right now.
Yeah.
Steven is saying that crowds are going to be crazy. You can take pictures with me. There you go. That's my boy.
Well, yes, and then people need to, if you guys are local, if you're coming and you don't want to do the crowd, you have to come in September. Because if you wait till October, you're going to get unless you buy one of the passes or the express passes or whatever is still available, you're going to see 2 houses. You know what I mean? You won't get through houses because they're going to be long.
If you haven't done so yet, guys, make sure you smash that like button. Make sure you share this content with your friends and family, especially if they're going to come to Halloween Horror Nights or do anything Halloween for these major theme parks. That way they get to know and hear from us because we're going to be in front of everything. We're not going to miss nothing.
Well, this is our season usually.
The available times, Karen, for these RIP 6, 7, 8, and 8:30. Highly recommend to shoot for the early one.
Yeah.
Here's why. Normally, when you get this RIP tour, they give you an express.
Oh, yeah. So you can go do them and then
you can do it again.
Right.
So, but this is insane, guys. I have never seen RIP tours getting sold out this quick.
Right.
Never. Now, let me check on these because you were saying about the prices in October. There you go. So they went up.
219, 219, 209. I'm surprised. Well, yeah, 209 for. I'm surprised that the 14 and the 21st are 219, but then Halloween's 209.
Because normally in Halloween night, especially in the week, Universal doesn't get as
They don't
slammed.
get that busy.
No, it's not as Disney. Disney gets slammed because it's more family oriented.
Right.
So,
But Disney took forever to sell out on the 31st.
yeah, we're gonna talk about Disney now soon. This is basically over here is the behind the screen unmasking the horror tour. So, Karen,
It's sold out.
this is for the 6 houses. So we never done this experience. We have friends that have done this experience. They loved it. Basically, what you do is you do a walkthrough of all the houses with the lights on during the day.
I would love to do that at some point.
Right.
Well, not yet, right?
So no pictures are allowed. Only specific picture, maybe something behind the facade or a little bit or maybe
something that doesn't give it away. Like
exactly. So they have it for 3 houses and they have it for 6 houses. Okay. So I'm gonna show you. This is 6 houses sold out. 6 houses at $170 starting price tag. Sold out September. Sold out October. If you want to do it, you gotta wait for November. You gotta do it. You could do it on the 31st, October 31st, November 1st through the 4th.
Oh, it's in the morning.
Sold out. Yes, it's in the morning because it's lights on.
No, but lights on can be like before the event starts. You know what I mean? Like
no.
Dude, they're making money out of that in the morning and at night.
Sold out. I have never seen this sold out so quick. 6,000. Now let's talk about the 3 haunted house tour at 119. Opening weekend already sold out. Let's check October. Still availability. Soon is about to get sold out. Steven said, I have the 6 house tour for opening Sunday. I've been doing the tour for a while now. So fun and informative. A lot of people.
That's awesome, yeah.
A lot of people have recommended that.
Yeah.
Every single year.
That's just a ticket price that it's hard for us to.
It's being hard because see, we're picking and choosing. We're at the point right now that we're saying, okay, what is actually giving us kind of like a return on investment? You know, the normal content creator pays for 1 or 2 people.
Right.
We have to pay for 4.
4.
So if
we can't do everything. Like
I'm
have
sure
to
that
choose.
if it would be just me, like the normal content creator, Karen would be opposed for me to do everything.
No, go for it.
But it's the 4 of us. That means
because by the time you pay for everything, it'll be like paying one thing for the 4 of us. You know what I mean?
Like $4,000 or $5,000.
Right.
Now. Just in Halloween Horror Nights tickets, we spend $2,000.
Right.
That's the tickets and express. So it is so hard.
It hurt
for us, and then so Karen and I, well, mostly Karen, who started pushing the brake.
Yes.
Thankfully, she's like, listen,
dude, we can't do it.
Money's going out the window left and right
faster than than we're putting it in.
We cannot, and you know, we're still a small channel, so it's not like we're seeing that money.
Right.
You know, and our intention always is we don't care about making money.
Right.
Because we don't. We just want to put the best information out there so people can make the right decision. Our intention has always been to help.
Right.
But
it's like we don't want to make.
We have to be smart.
Well, yeah, it's not like we want to make money just for us to have more money. We want to make money to be able to pay for all these to pay for stuff like this. You know what I mean? Like
because we're still too small.
We're too small. We're not saying we obviously we're not saying that.
Well, the fact that we're 4.
Right.
That's the only way we said. I'm saying that we're not making the money.
Right. Right.
If it would be just for one person,
right.
So like we're making enough money for one person.
Right.
So that I'm not gonna lie to you. I'm just being transparent. You know, with whatever we make in YouTube
covers one
at least for the ads. The way that people make money out of YouTube is just like by selling, building a community through Patreon, building YouTube members. That's what actually support the channel.
I am working on shirts. Shirts, hopefully they'll come out soon.
Karen is coming strong with shirts.
I'm trying. But the kids are getting busier too.
But you think you're liking the merchandise coming out for Halloween Horror Nights, wait until you see Karen. I mean, not for
Calm down,
nothing.
calm down.
No, not for nothing. You're coming with solid stuff. But anyway, that's what I mean. We have to be kind of like very cautious.
Yeah, we have at this point we have to pick and choose what we're gonna do.
Steven said, I sent you some behind it. I know you would, buddy.
Thank you, thank you.
Because Steven, you have a beautiful heart, my brother. You're doing the same thing that I do. You don't care what you get in exchange. You just want to share
Yeah.
and help people out. In your case, being a photographer and you do it as a hobby, not to offend you, but even if you do it as a hobby, you're a hell of a photographer. You know what I mean? And you do it because you want to share the art. You got a passion for the art. So I think that's why you and I get along so well, because we don't care. I don't care about spending it if I know down the road I'm gonna help somebody.
Right.
It's just I gotta be smart because it's for people.
Yeah, and everything's in the hundred. Like nothing is like $50 or anything. Everything's like in the 100+.
Yeah, because the budget that we allocated for Horror Nights here, it got blown off by $300.
Yeah, no, like next year's budget has to be like.
Then I gotta shoot for like for $2,500.
Yeah,
because these people are getting ridiculous. And then we had the trip,
right?
A September trip. We want to show you guys the best, so we had to like go for the best, and that means paying express tickets and all that. So that's basically why you're seeing us slowing down with some of these buying this in comparison to last year. Because last year we were like, oh, let's do it.
And this year, let's pick.
Cecilia said, "Are you staying on property opening weekend?" Yes, I am.
Yes.
So when you
we are.
When you start adding that cost, because that's the other thing, the hotel went up.
Yes.
Ridiculously. So then
at that point you're adding hotel, you're adding food because we're not home, right. So we gotta buy food, and then you're adding on top of that, you're adding dayside food, and then we gotta taste that stuff during Halloween Horror Night. So you're adding your.
It is an expensive hobby to be in all the words.
The Halloween season hurts because we do so much, but everything costs so much too. So Halloween season it kind of hurts us a little bit. But we love it, and it's our best season. But we enjoy the season.
Karen, and I don't want to say this in a way, because again, we're here to share. No, what I mean is I don't want anybody to think oh, there's Karen boohooing and this and that. No, but remember, we said we want to help,
right?
And we want to be honest. So I want to show people the reality.
If it's worth it, yeah.
Right. So if you come,
no, I'm not saying I'm not sitting here like you said. I'm not sitting here boohooing oh my God, we're spending money. It's just that in reality, for a family to be able to go do all these things, it takes a chunk out of your pocket. You know what I mean? You definitely have to start. If you're trying to do all this stuff, you have to start budgeting and start planning for it, because there's no way.
So if you were gonna do this and stay in property Friday to Monday, and you're gonna do all these, you're gonna do express, you're gonna do these multi-night tickets, like we are for a family of 4. By the time that you add the food and add everything else, you're looking somewhere between $3,000 to $4,000.
Right.
Easily.
Yeah. It's gonna.
That's. I mean, so I'm just giving you guys the reality.
Yeah, just being realistic. No.
So in case you're watching, shoot, I didn't know that a family of 4 can spend that much. Well, there's a way to cut it too,
right? And we will.
You could say, well, I don't need express. Right. I don't need these. I don't need that. You know what I mean?
Right.
So
I mean, and really the only reason why we buy express, we only buy it for the first night. We don't buy it for any other night.
Yeah, go forbid. That would have cost you. That costs anybody. If you buy express for the multi-night, I think you got to add another $400 to $500.
Right. But so we only buy it for the first night, and it's just to get through all the houses. And now with Kyla doing sports, it happened again. Her schedule came out. Friday we're gonna do opening Halloween Horror Night. She has a 6:00 meet on Saturday morning. So we have to get through the houses so she can go to bed, so she can rest a little bit, so she can go run 3 miles. So
we love you, Cecilia. Cecilia,
thank you so much, Cecilia.
Super chat for $10. because she said I'll cover the coffee for the club. You are such an amazing, and
Thank you.
I don't. I appreciate the help.
Yes.
I hope you don't feel like obligated because I'm saying it. Because I want to basically give you the most realistic aspect when you come here. Um. Anyways, moral of the story: don't pull a Carlos being a procrastinator. Be like Cecilia, where she saw the tickets drop and she went ahead and bought it
Yeah.
because she was smart enough. I am telling you, as of now, she's easily saving $30 to $40 in express per ticket.
Right.
So once again, yes, we're spending that much money, but there's way to do it smarter.
Right. And we
So
made the mistake twice here
right.
and in California
Oh
to
my God.
wait.
So
So
California,
even Mary got her express pass a lot
right?
less expensive, less expensive than we did.
California put us almost $200 in the hole
Yeah.
because we procrastinated and
So
not.
moral of the story: as soon as it comes out, just if you're thinking you're gonna do it, or if you're gonna do it, just buy them. Like,
Oh, thank you, Cecilia. We love you. We
thank
love
you, thank you.
everybody. California is different. Now we're gonna have the unlimited
Well, yeah,
because that one costs $40 more
per ticket.
per ticket.
Yeah. So we're gonna go see the
So I'm
houses
gonna
more than
tell
once.
Kyla go through Stranger Things like 20 times.
Yes.
Because you may not go again in Universal Orlando.
Well, and here and over there we can record it. So
yeah, that's gonna be cool for you guys
Yeah.
can see everything in there. Anyway, so that's how ugly things are looking for here and about to get
I mean, that's
worse.
amazing for both here and California that they're selling that fast.
Now, if you want to
Yes.
see some creepy stuff, this is everything that they announced today.
That's a cool
That's a cool graphic
poster
you
or
know what I
whatever.
mean?
Yeah.
So that's for Hollywood, right? But I'm going to show you something even better. So this is Universal Hollywood, and I'm basically showing you this because we have potential to show you this when we go over there, depending on the line. They actually released some of their foodie guide, all right? So they said a plethora of horror-themed food and drinks item will be available to whet the scaries of the appetites on horror nights on Hollywood 2023. You must be 21 years old or older with a valid photo identification to purchase alcoholic beverage. So Stranger Things, Karen. Fans can visit Surfer Boy Pizza for a variety of pizza flavor. They are
Scoops
bringing
Ahoy.
Scoops Ahoy again. So when Scoop Ahoy came 2 years ago, Kyle and I were so mad because why Hollywood can have it and we couldn't. But guess what? Now we're gonna be able to enjoy Scoop Ahoy for tasty ice cream creation and a new 80s themed Stellar bar with mixed cocktails.
But that's over there. So hopefully we get it here.
So these may give you a hint of we may get over here. I'm sorry. But if not, hopefully we're gonna be able to visit something in there. You know what I mean? One or two things at least. I'm gonna let you do so I can send my voice.
All right, it's for the quick service restaurant. Hollywood and Dine will transform into a Chucky themed barbecue featuring brisket and Nashville popcorn chicken sandwich, pulled pork, macaroni and cheese, and funnel cake and themed drinks. The Carl whatever patio will feature Peacock's Halloween horror bar with themed cocktails from The Purge and Chucky, and photo opportunities with scare actors. Universal Plaza will serve up a celebration in honor of El Dia de los Muertos featuring an array of Latin folklore themed cocktails, Lil Cocina taco stand, and a margarita bar. That's what I wanted to say earlier. Folklores. Like horror fans looking to commemorate their Halloween Horror Nights experience can find a selection of merchandise themed to this year's house, including t-shirts, hoodies, mugs, and more.
There you go. So at least we got more information from Universal Hollywood.
That the Chucky thing sounds pretty cool,
right?
Yeah.
So hopefully this bar for the
Peacock.
Peacock. That's where I think that's where.
Let me.
The weekend bar used to be
over there,
yeah, by Jurassic World.
But I'm assuming we might get the same thing because we're getting that bar,
right?
And it says, remember that you were saying that there's photo opportunities or whatever. Right. So yeah,
Maybe Megan.
Maybe Megan. Yeah.
All right, moving right along. Karen as pass holder. This made me happy. They're celebrating pass holder appreciation. And from August 13th to September 30th, these are the magnets that we'll be able to pick up.
Whoop, whoop.
I'm just showing you this because we missed that one on
Yeah,
Mario.
Mario.
We just gotta remember to stop by and pick up ours.
I just hope that if Joshi comes out, somebody gets me one and we can swap for
Now,
something.
Karen, if we get two of these of the same, then I'm willing to give one to our YouTube members.
Yeah, yeah, for sure.
So
We should be able to get both, like two. You know what I mean? Like
then it say available at select times on Wednesday, September 13, from 2 to 3 and all that, right? Take special lights on walkthrough at one of the Halloween Horror Nights houses. Stranger Things 4.
Just for pass members.
For pass members.
Nice.
So that's included. So they just gotta go over here and RSVP, but no photography, videotaping, or recording allowed during the lights on walkthrough. So
pass holders can do it.
Yes.
Like they can go. Oh, that's pretty cool.
Yeah, but for these dates, and we're not gonna be there.
But why?
You know what?
But that's okay because then the kids wouldn't be able to do it.
Right. So what we're charging for 3 to 6 houses, the pass holder can do it over there for free.
It's okay.
Then buy one get one half off Coca-Cola freestyle.
Oh, that's cool.
And I don't know starting when. You know what I mean? Well, I'm assuming it's gonna be in the same dates over here.
Right. Oh, hopefully.
So this is gonna be available. The magnets from 9/1 to 9/15. And we'll be there on 9/7. So hopefully they don't sell out. So hopefully they also have this price so we could buy.
And they have the Halloween one.
And then specially beverage or Minion Cafe, they're gonna get this.
Voodoo donuts.
And then they just do like hours. They go through City Walk and they give you the kind of similar thing. 25% off from a 1 year photo pass. That's not bad. Buy one, get one carnival game.
Oh, that's cool.
So they do get cool stuff, better than us too.
Why are they?
Bring a friend or a family member as low as 99 days.
$99.
$99, sorry. Save up to $20 for an Universal Express pass. Save $100 for a VIP experience. That's not bad.
That's not bad at all. $100? How much is the ticket for express?
I told you Monday was 500 something.
Oh,
but when the first time that we went, it was like 300 something per person. Ryan is saying, ¿Qué pasa? Sorry, I'm late. ¿Qué pasa?
Thanks for coming.
¿Qué pasa? Means what's going on. Thanks for coming, Ryan. So anyway, Karen, we may be able to finally get advantage of some perks. Celia said, are the freestyle cups interchangeable between Orlando and Hollywood? Yes. So we actually, our favorite cup, hands down, is the one that we bought during Halloween Horror Nights last year. That's the cup that we carry all the time.
Yeah. Even that one, if you show that one here, it has a straw. Like where ours don't have the straw.
Yeah, ours don't have a straw. Look.
They have that. Well, the newest one that we got here
sucks.
Horrible. It's the worst thing ever.
But theirs have a straw, and we carry with that one all the time. So yes, to answer your question, you could at least the one from there over here you could use it. I'm assuming you could do
it. It should be the same thing, yeah. So like if we're able to use the one from over there, they should be able to use.
Right. Technically speaking, we should be able to even bring our Horror Night cup
over there,
over there, and then just pay for the refill, and we'll be all set.
That might not be bad.
No, you'll know Carlos, little Carlos. He probably wants the newest cup.
Although I'm sure.
Plus, we need another straw.
I'm sure.
You're sure?
The cup this year is going to be really cool because it has like amazing houses and amazing things. You know what I mean? Like it has to be a cool cup.
It could be a Stranger Things cup.
It could be all of them.
Right.
Like it could be the Dr. Alfellow or whatever his name is.
No, because remember, ours over here is different than theirs.
Oh, true.
Now,
as long as if they do the book stuff, then I don't want it.
And buying.
We'll buy the regular one, and then we'll bring it back
because we got the straw. It's neat.
We'll buy the regular one.
Yeah.
If it's the Bugs thing, I don't want it.
Hold on, but don't we have this cup?
I feel like we do.
I feel like when we went there in our first trip 3
We
years
got
ago,
well,
we
we
got
got
that cup because we bought it before the studio tour.
yes, we had the
That cup has to be someone, which means we got another cup
with the straw.
with a straw.
Oh, great! So we don't have to buy the Halloween Horror one.
What are you talking about, Willis? All right, so let's talk about some
We're
making also
switching.
scary Halloween. We're gonna switch for something creepy as hell to something family oriented. Um, Celia said, please post the HHN as soon as you can. I need to know if I should bring me all one or if I'm going to purchase the new one.
Oh, as soon as they come out here, yeah, okay.
Yeah. They'll
Yeah,
be
yeah.
out. They're
It should
actually
be
gonna
out
be.
soon, no? Next week, probably.
I'll post it. Somebody remember, people that are going to that food tasting thing. That's on August 10th. That's this Thursday. Tomorrow.
Tomorrow.
Tomorrow. That food tasting is tomorrow. As of tomorrow, you're gonna be able to see that cup because they're gonna get one, and they're also gonna get the Blinky cup for the alcohol. So I'm sure you're gonna have a lot of content creator posting. So don't worry about it. I'll share it in Instagram and everywhere, so you get to see it. But yeah, that's tomorrow. Anyway, making also scary Halloween. Karen, check this out. Finally, opening night is sold out.
That took forever. That's sad. It's a sad day for Disney.
It
When
is a
it took
sad day.
so
It is a
long
sad day for
for the
Disney.
first night for Mickey's Not So Scary to sell out. It's
It
sad.
is
And then anything
a
Hollywood,
sad day.
Oogie Boogie, Halloween Horror Night, it's selling like there's no tomorrow. Like
they're giving it out for free.
yeah, like it's insane how the
It is
difference.
a very sad day. You're not lying. Now, this is the seventh day I think that it gets sold out for the event. So they're slowly getting there,
That's sad.
little by little. So I don't
I
know.
think this is the first year that it's taken them so long to sell out of stuff.
I don't know. So you got 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 days already sold out. Um, September still open. 6 days sold out. I thought I heard seven.
That
at
price
one
is
point.
so high. Like I think they made it unrealistically high.
But anyway, guys, do not make plans for Friday. Friday in evening, you're gonna be able to enjoy Mickey Also Scary Halloween live. Karen is gonna be bringing you up to date with everything that's happening. I'm gonna be recording a vlog on the side. That way, yeah, if anybody wants a shorter version or something to share, you're gonna be able to do that.
Come hang out with me.
We're gonna be live sometime between 7 to 7:30. I'm gonna post basically the live stream um, sometime tonight, so that way you guys have it already. Do me a favor, blast it all over, so that way people know about it. Sharing in all your social media because I know it's gonna be a lot of other live streamers over
A
there,
lot.
and we want to basically be um, we be present.
Yes.
We want to give back to you guys. Making Also Scary Halloween, despite the prices and being sold out and all that, it is a fun event.
It's a fun event. Yeah.
It is a very cute, fun event for the entire family, and I feel we could share it with you. So please,
It's got the best parade.
don't make
gotta get
any
that.
plans Friday night. It starts over here at 7 o'clock, quote unquote. So we're gonna start live streaming as of 7:30, just in case. Because sometimes it's just 7 o'clock and the things
There's nothing going on.
things,
Like
things won't even start until 8 o'clock. No show, nothing. So what we're gonna do, I'm gonna kick it off at 7:30, so that way you guys. Plus, it gives us time to Karen and I and the kids to do some, um, kind of like to scoop around the place and do our
Scope.
intros, scope around. Thank you, and do other things. But do not go anywhere. Live stream is gonna be from 7:30 until we leave the park, so it could be all the way to midnight. So make sure you share this with everybody, so that way you get to see that. If we get to see character, we're gonna see character. We're gonna try to see the fireworks.
the
We're gonna see the
parade,
parade. We're gonna see.
the
Hopefully,
show.
pray for us
Yeah.
that it doesn't rain. But we're gonna see the
If it rains,
Hocus Pocus or Sanderson's sister show We're gonna see the cadaver dance. We're gonna see take you to the parties around. There's a lot
There's
to
a
show
lot.
you.
That's the one thing. Like this, Mickey's Not So Scary. There's so much to do that sometimes you don't have enough time to do it all. Like when you go to Mickey's Not So Scary, I know some people probably like, oh, we can do some rides. If you want to watch everything else, you're probably not gonna be able to do that many rides. Like, um, just because there's so much to do, and we have to go trick or treating too.
We're gonna take you trick or treating. Yeah, Mary, you're right. September 15th is sold out, so yeah, that makes us 7. Michela said my weekly contribution for Karen's Coffee Club. Thank you so
Thank
much,
you
Michela.
guys. Thank you.
Seriously, watch it on Friday.
Come hang out with us.
Also, yes, I'm gonna be posting something on for the vlog. Sometimes in the vlog we capture something other details that you may
Right.
not see in the live because we're focusing on something else. For example, you guys know our vlog, so we are very informative. So we try to give you other details that you may not see on that live stream. So please continue to support us by watching both, smashing the like button, and
Right.
doing all that funky
Especially
stuff.
if I set up to watch something, you might go somewhere else to try to take care, like try to maximize our time there. So he might be recording something that I don't
Right.
that we're not gonna see because we're gonna be waiting for the parade or the fireworks or something.
Right. The idea is that we may have to split
Right.
because
Well, I think at some point we might have to.
right.
But
While she's covering something, I may have to like, okay, I'm gonna try to record a character that I know is out.
right.
And so I'll be back, Karen, while
'Cause
you're
I-
holding the
yeah, because I
spot.
might have to be holding the spot.
So I'll be right back. Don't move anywhere. So so you basically have to watch both to try to capture more. Anyway, I'm gonna show you more stuff about making us a scary Halloween.
That's not it.
I know. Actually, and I move back to this. Okay. So as a reminder, the Haunted Mansion happened to be closed for refurbishment. Nobody knows if the Hatbox Ghost is being installed as we speak. Supposedly that was denied. That is it's happening during this refurbishment. We shall see. It is reopening on Friday. So on Friday, whoever rides the mansion early in the morning will be able to basically
Find out if he's there or not.
Ryan is asking, what do you think about Halloween merchandise for Disney?
It's hot.
I like it.
I like it.
I like the whole purple. They went very like
retro-ish.
this, like purple,
Yeah.
neonish, if that's a word, neon color. I enjoyed it. I think it's super fun.
I like it.
I like it even more than last year.
I was gonna say I like it more than last year. I think this year they came out they came out pretty strong.
So, are we gonna buy any? Probably not. Probably we're gonna buy Kyla a sweatshirt that she wanted because Kyla uses sweatshirt. Kyla uses her
crew neck sweaters.
Kyla
She
does
uses them.
use it.
She takes them to school, so
right.
I mean, she
Kyla,
like after August, like after this season. I mean, in the morning, yes, it doesn't get cold, right? But the temperature drops a little bit, so she likes to wear. And obviously, it's cold in school, so she usually takes them.
right. Now, Kyla normally will not say, "I want that. Please buy it for me." You know what I mean?
She'll say, "Oh my God, I want that," but it's not like go get it for me. Yeah, go buy it for me.
I'm gonna throw a hissy.
Yeah.
There's time I could guarantee you that if I go back and say, Kyla, do you want that sweatshirt?
She'll be like, no, it's
she'll
okay.
Probably be like, nah, it's okay. I'd rather wait for the Christmas one.
Right.
I think it's gonna be better.
But I think this year,
or something like that. That's how Kyla is. But am I heartbroken?
I'm teaching her well.
Am I heartbroken to buy her a shirt, a long sleeve, or a sweater? No, because she uses them.
Right. Kyla usually does more like Halloween Horror Night.
Kyla likes the Halloween Horror Night
merchandise, or the merchandise that they usually have at the Halloween store and Island Adventure.
Or if it's something darker like this, like a skeleton he will. So yeah, definitely I think it's hotter. Ryan, I saw your note. We are gonna go back to it. Give me 1 second. I just don't like jumping from subject to subject. Since that we were talking about making also scary Halloween, check out this beautiful pickup truck.
Yeah, I mean, it's not calling your name out.
I'm just saying.
No.
Since that we're talking about Halloween, making those scary Halloween. So, BlockMickey.com went ahead and did a guide on the trick or treat location. Karen, just so you know, If you go to my Disney experience, everything is out. The map
Oh,
and everything
nice.
is out already since yesterday, I think. So this is how it looks for the Mickey Not So Scary Halloween.
Ooh, good
I
candy.
I can guarantee you right now, and I want you guys to compare. I want you guys to compare when we go this year and go and trick or treat in Mickey Not So Scary Halloween, and when we take you live in Oogie Boogie and we trick or treat in Oogie Boogie, so you guys see the difference. You guys are gonna be like, "Holy crap!" Now I understand why Oogie Boogie is a hell lot better, even
Right.
than Mickey Not So Scary Halloween. But anyway,
Like if you're not local, if you're not from Florida and you're deciding should we go to Mickey's Not So Scary or go to Oogie Boogie, we would recommend Oogie Boogie. Like hands down.
1000%.
Yeah.
So,
This one's cute, but Oogie Boogie's cool. Like it's really cool. And you get a ton of candy.
anyways, Karen, here are the locations. So you're gonna have a one in Main Street,
Yeah.
two in Adventureland, two in Frontierland, one in Liberty Square, four in Fantasyland, and four in Tomorrowland.
Did they add them?
They seem like they added a little bit
Right.
more. So, but doesn't mean that you're gonna get a lot. So, in order to find them, they basically put
Right.
this inflatable thing, and that's how you're able to go. And then you basically go through a queue line or whatever they do, and then you get the candy maybe in two stations. Oogie Boogie, just so you know, by the time that you're walking, you have a station here, you got a station here, you got a station here,
Double station in the
here,
back,
a
yeah.
station here, a station
Yeah.
here.
It's insane how much like we're like, oh well, like you know, this like we're used to here. So we would go to one and we're like, okay, that they'll probably tell us to keep going and not hit any of the other ones. And they're like, no, like and they're like, here, and we're like, oh, we get to hit every single one of them. Okay.
Now let's
So-
talk about some meet and greet for character, Karen. So one of the things that Disney does well, and they do it for Halloween, they do it for Christmas. The characters dress up super cute.
Yes, they are cute.
Now, Walt Disney World gets on my last nerve because in order for you to see these cute characters, you have to come to one of these awesome parties.
Right.
You gotta pay. Now, you go to Disneyland. In Disneyland, they will be dressed up in their Halloween attire.
The whole thing.
For the holidays, they will be dressed up in holiday attire during the day. So you could take picture with them during the day, not in Florida. They want to nickel and dime you, and that's what it, excuse my language, pisses me off from
Makes you
Florida.
upset.
Pisses me off. So character meet and greet locations, I'm gonna give them to you now. So for Mickey Not So Scary Halloween in Times Square, you're gonna be able to meet Jack Skeleton and Sally. This is a 3 to 4 hours line. If just so you know, normally they're there as of 4 or 5 o'clock in the afternoon.
If you're in the park and you're gonna stay for the party, you might as well go. And if you want a picture with them, you might as well go stay in the line.
And usually you just wait about an hour or less.
Yeah, if you go early.
4 or 5 in
if
the
you wait for the party,
you're done.
That's you're gonna spend your party in that line.
Then in Town Square, in the same place, you're gonna have Mickey Mouse, Adventureland. This is when you find Jafar. Anyway, these are all of them. You can meet Jack Sparrow. You can meet the princess, and they do dress up in their princesses Halloween attire, which is kind of cute. Belle and Gaston, Prince Eric and Ariel, Pooh and Friends.
Queen of Hearts.
Friends, we have seen them. They don't usually stand by the restaurant.
Cosmics.
No, the one in the entrance. No, not
Tony's.
Not on Tony's.
Crystal.
I
was gonna get there. Oh yeah, in Crystal Palace. Yeah.
They usually stand over there. And you could take pictures with them. We have seen the Queen of Hearts and Alice in Manhattan, which we showed them last year with Tweedledee and Tweedledum.
Correct.
Which apparently they're not here in this list. But anyway,
well, they might because Queen of Hearts.
This is how Jack Skeleton and Sally look. This is Jafar. Then Abu and Aladdin, and then Jack Sparrow, Belle,
Gaston.
And Gaston. There you go.
That's not a pretty Prince Eric.
So see, it's super cute. Yeah, if you go to the basically the Pete Silly sideshow, and sometimes it's worth to make it over here because during the party, sometimes this is like maybe like a 10-15 minute line because not a lot of people want to walk by here. So you're able to see Goofy around there. You see.
Well, they have a party back there.
You see Stitch, and they'll have a party back there. Let me go over here real
Yeah.
quick. Ryan said, I do have to stay. I like
I
where
will. I do
to
have to
say.
say I like where they're placing in the Hatbox goes at WW. It makes it unique. You don't want to copy a carbon copy of Disneyland. Yeah, that's usually what we say. They shouldn't be doing the same things in different parks just to make sure that people go. Like if you're trying to drive traffic, you don't want to put the same things everywhere. And the mayor said, just remember to bring a bigger bag this year to Oogie Boogie. I'm bringing a book bag.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Now, talking about party, you're going to find the Disney Junior Jam, Cosmic Ray Starlight Cafe, the
Some
Some
beats.
Beats
They did that
Bash.
last year, I think.
They did it.
Yeah.
Cosmic Ray. And that's it for the parties. And all right. So now we're going to go over here. All right. So today was the Q3 conference call for Disney, where they're going to talk about their revenue, their plans for the future to close the year, and all that. So apparently, Disney surprisingly ended up with $8.3 billion of revenue on Q3 that we're not expecting. One thing that I could take about that phone call with Bob Iger and some of the executive Karen was the fact that they didn't spend any time on theme parks. They were very brief,
Okay.
very brief, and I'll give you more details on this in a little bit. But they were super brief. Their main focus was Disney Plus.
Okay.
It is freaking insane. But anyway, they went ahead and said that they closed the Q3 with 8.3. Then Disney Park experienced a product revenue for the quarter increased 13% to 8.3 billion, believe it or not. A segment operating income increased 11% to 2.4 billion. Higher operating results for the quarter reflected increases at our international parks and resorts, which we've been saying all
We've been
this
saying.
time, partially offset by lower result at our domestic operation, and to a lesser extent our merchandise licensing business. So,
Well,
you
first of
know,
all, they're doing a lot of stuff internationally,
the
and the only domestic one that's getting hit, like that's getting anything, is California.
right, and there's nothing going on in California right now.
No.
That whole 100 celebration is already been there, done that. People already celebrated. They are expecting something new. Nothing new is coming. So there is Florida. We already know they don't want to spend jack on Florida at this
Right.
point. Until things don't settle with the government, they're not gonna release their plans. I already told you something is coming down the pipe zone for 2025. That they're not gonna make it that official until they know how the
Right.
future is looking.
Right.
They already said it. They want to spend 17 billion here in Florida alone. I mean, our theme park can cost 4 to 5 millions. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
You see it like that.
Easily. Like.
So then they attribute part of the attendance problem, Karen. Lower Disney World attendance and planned closure of Galactic Star Cruiser drags down domestic revenue. International park shine in Q3. So basically, they're saying supposedly because they shut down the Galactic Star Cruiser.
That's why people are not coming.
That's why people are not coming. And also, they did say the sales on Disney and DVC, Disney Vacation Club, have decreased. Therefore,
The DVC places are under construction.
right, no, under construction, but they're not selling.
Right.
People are not booking.
But then some of them are
Right.
under construction. Like I went to the Grand today; it's all under construction.
So they're attributing that to the lower attendance here in Florida.
So they Galactic Cruiser. That wasn't bringing anybody to begin with. Well, it brought some people. Right?
It is insane what they're saying. So I watched that and part of it I spent the like, that's such a BS.
Yeah.
And the other part I was like, okay, let me pay attention to Kalel who was running next to me because I got bored. I said, there's no way. They're just so when they do this kind of phone calls, that's their report to the shareholders. So that's their way of saying, hey, here's what we're doing.
We made money.
We're doing well.
We lost revenue because of Galactic Cruiser.
Said, you just don't be stupid. Ryan is saying this is what Dev has said in his vlogs, and that's that they allocate that theme park revenue back to the studio. Yeah, they do. They be robbing Peter to pay Paul.
Right.
So instead of actually spending the money, so theme park has saved Disney World for the longest. As a matter of fact, after the pandemic, Florida saved Walt Disney Corporation for
Right.
2 years.
Right.
We saved them. And now all of a sudden they're like, whatever, screw you. Then
We say Florida, but now
then clearly there's still rumors that the Apple is buying Disney. And Bob Iger was very quick to say, no, I'm not interested in selling to Apple. That's not true. So the other thing that Disney also released today is that now Disney is getting in the gamble business.
in gambling.
Yeah.
Oh,
So
are they gonna bring?
ESPN is actually moving along with some projects where then the people are gonna be able to bet
Oh,
through ESPN.
I was gonna say they're gonna bring gambling to the cruises.
No, sports for now.
Nice.
So
That's pretty safe.
I'm
Betting
gonna
on sport, that's not gonna go anywhere. You know what I mean? Like,
before I move along, I didn't see anybody commenting about this. A reporter asked Bob Iger, I think it was somebody from Wells Fargo. In case you never listen to one of these boring conversations, you get journalists, you get analysts from different banks. So a lot of time the one from Chase, Com,
right.
the
Bank
one
of America, I
for
think is it.
Wells Fargo is there. So the one from Wells Fargo asked him, Bob, if you're having so much problem on the network aspect, have you thought about splitting the company? Why not making a second company where Disney just focus on the network and then the theme park aspect? He said that he's not gonna make any comments. He can
Oh,
comment about it. That he would love to hear his feedback, the guy's feedback, because apparently he's an analyst.
yeah.
Because perhaps he could gather ideas from that. But at this point, I'm not able to comment. Take it like it is,
Yeah.
right? Then Scott Gostin, my main Scott Gostin, is on fire. So you are able to find this on Walt Disney Corporation. And basically, this is what it says. This is Bob Iger. What sets Disney apart are the numerous ways we're able to reach consumer with the story character, blah, 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 right? We'll be opening new Frozen theme lands at Hong Kong Disneyland, at Walt Disney World Park in Paris, as well as Zootopia theme in Shanghai Disney
International.
Resort. And later down the road, we will be bringing an Avatar experience to Disneyland. Notice he said later down the road. He didn't
He didn't put a time frame on
right,
that.
reinforcing the unrivaled worldwide appeal of our brands and franchises. Then he added, our park and experiences segment overall has an impressive streak. Iger pointed out that this is important. Our cruise line in particular shows strong revenue and operating income growth in the third quarter. We told you that the cruise industry was up or
Booming.
is up over 200% increase. Now it's almost prohibited if we want to cruise.
It's getting it's
It's
expensive.
getting
Yeah.
ridiculous.
We went like when it was like super inexpensive. So now
So people don't want to come to basically theme parks anymore. They chose this summer to go on cruises. And here it is what he said. He proved that right here. Current Q4 booked occupancy for our existing fleet of 5 ships is at 98% already.
and
And we will be expanding our fleet by adding 2 more ships in fiscal 2025 and another one on 2026, nearly doubling our worldwide capacity. And in addition, Disneyland Resort, the company's international parks, were driver of strong segment result for the quarter as well. Our Asia park, we have been doing exceptionally well, reinforcing a clear opportunity for continued growth. He said both Shanghai Disney and Hong Kong have experienced stronger than expected recovery for the pandemic, and the Q3 they both grew meaningfully in revenue. Then he continued to say, we saw softer performance at Walt Disney World from the prior year, coming off our highly success 50. We call that a highly successful.
I mean, he has to say that. What is gonna say? Our 50th anniversary bump too? Like, like
Why don't he ask the Disney fans?
the consumers?
That we will be able to 58. Your 50 suck.
Well, it's better than the 100.
No. 100. That 100 was a lot better in Disneyland than the 50s
Yes.
over here.
I'm sorry. I'm getting them backwards.
But check this out. However, the Walt Disney World is still performing well above pre-COVID levels, 21% higher in revenue and 29% higher in operating costs compared to 2019. Adjusting for the Star Cruiser accelerated the depreciation, he added. And following a number of recent changes we've implemented, we continue to see positive guest experience rating in our theme parks, including Walt Disney World. Do you know what he means by accelerating the depreciation in the Star Cruiser?
What?
In other words, what he's saying in business world, the Star Cruiser was losing money. By us shutting it down as of September or whatever, we actually are able to depreciate $100 million.
Mm.
So in other words, that's a tax write-off.
It's gonna make us. It made us money to close that.
It made them money to close the Star Cruiser. So
Sadly.
that's the reason why.
Sadly.
That's the reason why they close it. Again, you gotta understand business. As much as people are like disappointed and all that and upset at that whole thing, business is business, and they knew they were losing money. They had to make money one way or the other. And sometimes you gotta be extreme in order to make the money. Now, Iger got extended, which I still think is a horrible mistake by Walt Disney World, because if we are reading every single aspect of where Disney is actually losing money, all of this was Iger's idea.
Right.
All of it. And I'm still saying Bobby Shaper was like the idiot who was chosen to be the shield that protected Iger.
He was a scapegoat
From all his bad decisions. But every single one of the things that are happening that are losing money has been an Iger decision. Moving right along, saying we're making numerous investments globally to grow our park business over the next 5 years, and very optimistic about the future of this business over the long term. Another bad decision, because you're putting money internationally. Disney, first of all, Disney doesn't own Disneyland. That's a separate entity. Disneyland, Shanghai, Tokyo Disney, all of that is separate. They are just partners.
Right.
Right? That's problem number one. Problem number two, Disney has zero control on whatever the government says in any of those countries. So if for whatever reason they make any changes in the visa, or they say I'm going to require people from the US to have a visa, like it's happening, I want to say in Shanghai at this point, that you have to have permission, you have to have a visa, then you're not going to be able to sell as much as you can. Horrible mistake, and this may actually backfire. Mark my words, I said it on Wednesday, August 9th of 2023. And in the future, I'll be able to say, remember when I said this? Because I've been calling every single bad movement.
If you want to spend money domestically,
horrible. You got to spend it domestically.
This is home. Like,
you can control it. I mean, look at what's happening here in Florida right now. He's not spending the money in Florida because of the stupidity that's going on with DeSantis. I get it. DeSantis is a moron. We cannot change that. But because of DeSantis, then they cannot expand the way that they want it. Right. So if that's happening here in the U.S., what makes you think that you have power internationally?
Right.
Now, perhaps internationally they appreciate you more than Florida, right? At this point. But that's very risky. And if I will be a shareholder, I will be kind of like, whoa, wait a second.
What are you doing?
You're putting all your eggs in the same basket.
Spend money home.
Exactly. We saw a software perform. I mean, my bad. This is the same thing. So anyway, let me see. Now moving right along. This is another thing that Scott said. They posted commercial free Disney Plus will cost now $13.99 a 27% increase beginning September 6th.
Jeez.
On Disney Plus with ads will remain at $7.99 per month. In other words, this is making us lose money.
We gotta make it up. So.
We gotta charge you more money.
And the sad part is that people don't like watching.
You want to know the sad part? Disney Plus reported a loss in this quarter of 11 million subscribers.
But we're gonna raise the
A
price.
loss of 11 million subscribers. If you guys don't know, Disney Plus was an idea, and it is Bob Iger's puppy, Bob Iger's baby,
Yeah,
and it's falling
flopping.
flat.
It's flopping.
You know what? You know why he's saying that it's flopping?
Mm.
He's actually attributing it that there is too much competition going on, too many stream apps out there. So
You knew that going in.
according to his data, a lot of these stream services are going to end up merging to a larger company. Kind of what they're doing right now when they're merging Disney Plus with Hulu, HBO with Max.
Max, yeah.
You know what I mean?
Right.
He's saying
Everybody's
if we couldn't survive, there's no way that those small entities are going to survive.
Right.
That's what he's saying. Ryan says, here's the thing, though it takes years for CEO that have returned to their company for them to bounce back. It happened with Apple with Steve Jobs. Yeah, but Steve Jobs was different. The problem with Steve Jobs that he had a structure, and he had so Steve Jobs had a genius of a mind. He knew where he was going. Bob Iger, he is not what people think that he is. Unfortunately, Iger has been the problem from the beginning, from the get-go. Iger never left Disney.
Right.
People are attributing the issue to Chapek. But Iger was hired as a consultant. He never fully retired. When you're hired as a consultant, you consult. You actually help the CEO to make decisions.
Right.
That's any business. He has been behind in every single bad decision. The problem is that he wasn't the face.
Right.
And now they're removing. So, and I show you also how. So the reason why Iger was back in November, it was when the state market, the share, the stock for Disney dropped to the lowest, which it was $85 or $82, something like that. But what people are not talking about is that before this phone call, the Disney stock dropped to $85. So if I'm a shareholder and we had to fire the previous CEO because it dropped, and it only bounced back to over $100 since only once since Iger has returned.
Ooh, that's not good.
No, the day that he returned, it went to $100.
Oh yeah,
$104, and the next morning,
it crashed.
It crashed.
It went.
And I can tell you that because I follow it. There you go. It's right there, my friends. Why are they holding people? In this case, now this is this double standard of the country.
Good night, Miss Sheila. Thanks for everything. Thanks for hanging out with us.
Thank you,
Have
Miss
a good
Sheila.
night. Hope everything works. Hope everything's okay with your
Don't
appointment
forget
tomorrow.
Friday. Hope to see you Friday in the live stream, Miss Sheila, to share some magic with you. But look, we are at $87. It went up. But you see, this thing has not gone up.
It went up, but it's still down.
And it's still down.
Yeah.
And it's still down. Why are we blaming Chapek and we fired Chapek when this thing hit that $82, $85, and why we're not holding Iger to the same accountability? Just because Iger has them over here on the palm. He has everybody fooled. He's like the greatest CEO. No, he's not.
He's amazing.
The one before Iger, it was the greatest one. What was his name? I forgot. I have it here in them. But anyway, that's the stock market. If you follow it, you will see they if they hit the 90s, it's a surprise. So honestly, he's in the same category as Chapek. He just got people fooled. Now, is he on track on making money? Yes, by him and
Eisner.
Eisner.
Oh, Ryan said it.
Thank you.
Ryan beat me.
Michael Eisner has been basically the greatest CEO. And Michael Eisner actually was, you know, mentoring Iger.
Yeah,
But for Iger to come from the movie industry and flopping on Disney Network,
doesn't look good.
that doesn't look good. Because that's where Iger, if you actually do the research on Iger, he comes from movies. So this is the part that he should be shining. So anyway, um, one of the things that is over here, check this out. What is this over here? So one thing that Disney Plus is that Disney is following the Netflix aspect, Kevin. Later this year, we will begin update our subscriber agreement with additional terms on our sharing policy. So no more sharing
Uh,
unless you're on the same household. Iger said the
How do
40.
they know though?
How did they know because of the IP address?
Oh,
They track it by the different IP addresses there's different users, and they say that the same repetitive IP addresses is coming out and it's tagging to that user, that they know that. But if it's the password is shared and it's not people with profile, then they actually,
interesting.
yeah. Um, Remember, Eisner had Frank Wells, and that helped greatly. Once Wells died tragically, Disney suffered. You're right. You're right. But you got to see it this way. Iger, he actually created and was basically the person who brought Galaxy's Edge. Tell me what has happened with Galaxy's Edge since that it opened.
They closed it.
Absolutely nothing. Zero. Yes, they opened Rise of the Resistance, but Galaxy's Edge has so much potential.
A lot.
A
Too
lot
much.
of potential. And basically everything that was promised and show for media and during the first month of Galaxy's Edge was taken away.
Right.
We used to have a night show. We no longer have it. We used to have characters over there roaming around a lot of times. We no longer have it. You know, Disneyland has the characters they are showcasing from Disney Plus. We don't see it. We finally got here the Mandalorian the
Yeah.
other day. You know, you see more action and more movement on Toy Story Land that you see
Yeah.
on Galaxy's Edge. So right there, it is a beautiful land, but
Not much going on.
not much going on. They haven't actually executed how they should have been, which it has a lot of the fans very upset. Then you had the Galactic Star Cruiser that only attracted a specific audience.
Why? You made it unreachable too. Like, like
Another flop.
if they would have made that price ticket a lot lower, then it would have been more successful.
It was another flop. So Iger, then Disney
Yes.
Plus, then he created Disney Plus. It was beautiful at the beginning, and then they went crazy with all these crazy projects. They exploded Marvel, and that's what's happening with Marvel right now. People don't care about Marvel
It's
anymore.
too much.
They went so crazy about Marvel, and now people don't care about Marvel. And then they did Star Wars. And what did they do with Star Wars? Instead of tapping into the fan, what the fan wanted to see, they created new
New
storyline.
storylines.
They created and they spent billions and billions of dollars and didn't reach out to the fans. Which is that's what happened to the
Cruiser.
Galactic Star Cruiser. Had the Galactic Star Cruiser would have been based on the
Originals.
original Star Wars,
Oh,
that
whew.
thing would have been open right now. Especially, and I dare to tell you, even with that price,
Right.
because the real Star Wars fans come from the original franchise,
Yeah, not the
not
new
from
ones.
the new one from that Rey's involved and all that.
I mean, the new ones are still the old ones. You know what I mean? Like,
Disney, I think, works best in a partnership
Yes.
with a visionary and a businessman like Wallenrod,
It
definitely,
needs it.
because
Like this
it
is
brings a
nothing.
balance.
Yeah, this
It
is
brings a
nothing
balance.
without having both of them.
Because Walt was the genius and the
The
creator.
visionary,
Then you got Roy that was the realistic.
the
Whoa,
businessman.
like no, no, we can't.
So
Gotta slow down. Yeah,
Carlos and Karen.
I'm the Walt. You're looking at
I'm the
Roy.
Roy.
Where I have a vision and I want to see it and I want to go crazy, and
And
Kevin's like, no, no,
no. Sit
we
down.
need to slow down. You need to look at numbers. You got to see we're getting any return of investment
Right.
first. And I'm like, Karen, we got to risk it for the biscuit. I understand that, but how much are we willing to risk it?
Right.
You know.
And he's like, we got to make it happen. Okay, but
So
we got to slow it down a little bit.
you are 100% right.
Yeah.
We're at the point that Disney needs that.
They need
And,
two people
and
to
Disney,
run it.
and also Disney needs to do more crowdsourcing. Crowdsourcing means is tapping more into what the consumer wants. Let me give them what they want, not what I feel they want.
Right.
I'm calling a night. Thank you, Cecilia. I'll
Have
see
a
you
good night,
Friday
Cecilia.
night.
Yeah, join us.
So yes, please. Bob Iger unfortunately doesn't have that guy. No, he doesn't want to. Because if you realize, Bob Iger basically wants to be,
he's the businessman.
He wants to be the guy. He wants to be the one that everybody
I think they could tap
glorifies.
They should be able to tap into.
I'm telling you,
the other guy.
Bob Iger is not what people think.
Who's the other guy that's in charge?
Josh D'Amaro.
Josh D'Amaro. I think Josh D'Amaro is a visionary.
Josh D'Amaro needs to be the CEO.
Yeah.
He needs to be the CEO. He has the people skill. He's smart. He knows what the people want. He's the people's person.
People driven.
Like Josh D'Amaro spent more of the time talking to guests than anything else in the cast.
Yeah.
Because he's there talking to the cast. Because you've seen Josh.
I talked to Josh.
Exactly.
In the office.
So since November, how many times have you seen Iger in the office? Iger has barely been in Orlando.
And he doesn't hit the office.
He barely comes to Orlando, just so you know.
He doesn't go to my office, that's for sure.
So
because I'm pretty sure we would have known that he was there.
Right, your office is like one of the central offices.
It's one of the central offices.
So it's one of the executive offices.
Right.
You guys host offices for the executive.
Correct.
And you host even offices for California's executive. Correct. So you would have seen Iger, but you see Josh. And you see
I don't mind seeing Josh though.
And you see what's his face, Jeff. Also.
Yes, a lot.
You
see him a lot.
You see Jeff a lot. Very people
and
person.
Jeff is very people driven too. Like he says hi. He you know.
So, Iger is not what people think. Iger is the person that has been dragging this company down, and everybody blamed Chapek for it.
Chapek was the scapegoat.
Chapek also make a lot of mistakes.
Right.
He had the personality of a wet sock, pretty much. If you put Chapek and Governor DeSantis, I don't know which one you're gonna have a better personality from, because none of them have personality, and you cannot do business that way. You cannot relate to people that way, and that's what happened to Chapek. That's why they were so quick to kick him out.
Right.
But Iger decisions is what have been driving this company down, unfortunately, and it's gonna catch up. Watch it; it's gonna catch up. Now, one thing. Let me see if I have it here. I probably didn't. This is something that Iger came about today because I don't have time to go through Scott's stuff pretty much. But basically, what he actually said today. Oh, sorry. Check this out. After Bob Iger publicly told actors and writers that they were not being realistic with demands for fair pay, he now claimed he's personally committed with fervent hope to quickly find solutions to the issues that have kept us apart these past few months. You see what I mean?
Yeah.
He screwed up big time, and he was criticized big time. And of course, he came across like the typical CEO that I don't give a crap. So you're cutting $5.5 billion. But hey, by the way, I'm actually refurbishing my mansion right now, and it's costing over $20 million. I fired over 700 cast member, but I made all this amount of money on bonuses. So why are these people whining and striking? They
Right.
need to be realistic and move on. So he came on like an ain't you know what,
Yeah.
and he realized he was criticizing. Now he's switching it around. Too late,
Yeah.
too
Tired of
late,
that already.
because people saw through him. And I said it. I mean, the same thing I'm saying today. I've been saying it for like over a year now. And when then he screwed up, he was criticized by many actors, actresses, writers, people from actors from Marvel were pissed off. Uh, Kevin
Feige.
Feige was mad. A lot of people were mad
He's
at
like,
Iger.
whoa, whoa, whoa. Like,
I'm like, dude, what the hell are you doing? So now today he come across and said, no, I'm personally compromising to work to resolve the problem. Of course you
oh,
want to.
yeah.
Of course you want to
No
resolve
one's
it.
writing for you.
Number one, you want to gain people back. Number two, you know that nothing is being written.
Nothing's right.
How the hell you gonna make money
Yeah.
for Disney Plus or any movie if you're not having writers or actors? Plus, you burn the bridges.
All that's gonna tank anyway if nobody starts writing soon.
So he showed his true colors.
True
That's a perfect
colors.
example of what Iger had to, the true face of Iger. Tom Stacks is another good kind of, yeah, he's all right. I think they're hiding him too much. They don't let him shine through his own skills. But yeah, I've been watching him for a little bit. Yeah, I can admit that wasn't smart for him to say that. No, because that's the true Iger. He cares about his. Iger is there to make himself money and the shareholder money. As a shareholder, that's all that they care. Hey, am I making money? Yes, you're making money. Okay, good.
All right, keep going.
Well, wait a second. How much money am I about to lose? Hell no. You need to fix it.
Do something.
And that's when Chapek was fired because they weren't making money. So that's basically how business is run. And Iger is smart enough. I always said Iger is the true reason why this company has been going down. However, Iger is very business smart person. He knows how to speak business. He knows how to address himself.
Right.
He knows
For
how
the most part.
Right. He knows how to put
Except here.
hello. And he knows how to play the game politically correct too. He's very diplomatic. So that's basically what Iger does. But this whole thing was just crazy, man. Let me see if I miss anything. I think that's basically what I wanted like to share because a lot of people were like me, like, huh? You see, and remember when Iger was being celebrated for his return? Clown. Yeah. There's a lot of people celebrate it. And I said it from the get go. Nope. Wrong. Bad idea.
Nope.
Bad idea. Anyway, moving right along. Karen, remember that whole fiasco with they came across the district board and say Disney has been paying so much money for extra for
security.
The police department.
I was like,
I
you will laugh.
So they came and won. They paid over $8 million. So and then according to a report from Wedge, that's our local news, the official said that the district has not been paying for that service at all. So the district has not paid. Disney paid for it. Yeah. So basically, within the district, there are two cities, Bay Lake and Lake Buena Vista, and basically says over here, several council members expressed concern during the last city council meeting on July 12th. The off-duty officer program provides considerable flexibility and increased response time for all property located within the city. The off-duty officer program also provides improved safety and protection for all of those who live, work, and visit our city. So not only they pay for Disney, they actually pay for all the cities, for all the districts. Disney, remember Disney said, we've been overpaying in taxes. Right. We pay more than what everybody said. So on top of that, they're paying for these and they're protecting
More than just
the
Disney.
day that. So um, basically, the police department, Karen, is the one that said no. The district hasn't paid. The sheriff and tourism district officials say the district did not pay the officer overtime despite what the board and administrator claim. So the police department
They're
is
like,
saying,
whoa,
no,
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 get it
no,
right.
you're lying.
You didn't pay anything.
Yeah.
Like,
So you see the political game that is being played over here, and you see that Disney doesn't even have to move a finger, and they want to like cut budget. So basically that now, and of course it's gonna affect the cherry because they're making the extra money.
right,
That's extra money that's not given to them by the government.
right.
So their all officers are gonna make less money, and the protection of the cities are gonna be affected.
It's gonna decrease because you don't have the money to pay for them.
For a lie.
Right.
So once again, the government got caught in a lie. I think that's it. Oh, I think I could cover that right here. So Karen, this is how it's looking for the 100th celebration in Epcot. So it's called Reach for the Sky. Now they are putting this extra tall piling on the showcase lagoon.
Hmm.
So this is gonna be for the new fireworks that are coming in September.
That looks pretty cool.
So they removed the barges. They went to
I'm sure people are gonna complain about this.
Epcot Forever. And anyway, just this is what's coming for the 100-year celebration here in Epcot that I think is starting on September 29. I just saw it earlier. I can't remember. But this is how we're looking. And obviously we gotta follow this, and hopefully we'll be able to show you on a live stream everything. So anywho, damn.
Oof.
Lots of news.
Oh yeah.
We got slammed with news. Anyway, guys, it's been 2 hours already. we gotta get the kids ready for
school tomorrow. Boo.
They return to school tomorrow. So they're not excited at all.
They're upset.
Yeah, they're mad. But anyway, we definitely have to get them ready. Thank you for joining us. We're gonna be back on Friday night at Mickey No So Scary from Magic Kingdom. So I hope all of you can join us. A lot of you can. I hope you guys can invite your friends and family to join us because we love to have you over there. Anyway, we'll see you in the next time.
Have a good night, guys.
Have a good night. Bye-bye.
Bye.